Okay, so I'm going to be talking to you about where to find your information for your travel brochure. So hopefully by now you've thought about where you want to um, do your travel brochure on. Remember, you can choose Europe or Latin America. So any of the countries that we studied in Europe, Spain, France, Italy, Great Britain, Ukraine, Russia, Germany, any of those places, okay? So you can choose one of those or Latin America, which we've studied more recently. Panama, Cuba, um, Panama, Cuba, Mexico, Brazil, any of those places. Okay, so choose one and then you're going to look up information about it. I created mine on Cuba. So here is, if you haven't looked at this resource yet, this is mine. It's uploaded to Google Classroom. This is my example. So where did I get this information? First of all, I thought about places or like what's going to draw me into Cuba. So I did a little research on Cuba, like what's Cuba all about. I did a Google search and then I used kind of what I know about reliable sources to not just rely on anything and kind of do my research. But I did find out that there's popular destinations in Cuba like Havana, another beach town here, Trinidad, Old Havana, and I can look at more destinations. I can see it on a map, and then 15 top rated attractions, 10 best places. One thing I did look at over here that I got a lot of my information from was TripAdvisor, because I know TripAdvisor is reliable. It uses people's opinions, and I could read about like people that had actually visited there, what they'd seen. So I actually used it for a good portion. So you can see here it says things to do in Cuba. You can browse by the category, the time of year, all those things. So islands, nature and parks, outdoor activities, whatever you're interested in. It shows you popular cities, tourist attractions. You can actually click on them and learn more about them. So there was one that I did, the cave, and I clicked on it to learn more about it and found out you can actually take a Jeep expedition to the cave. And I included that in my brochure because I thought that was really cool. And you can see that people talk about it, what travelers are saying, where it's at on the island, restaurants. People include pictures. There's 1,225 pictures of it. So really great resource there. That's really where I got a lot of my resources for my brochure. A lot of my pictures came from Google Sites and things like that. So I just copied and pasted the picture into here. So if you have any questions about where to get more information, let me know. You can use your chapter sheets to include in information, but there's just not a whole lot from those that you could really use to try and draw in people to your country. Remember that the idea is you're trying to put stuff that's going to make people want to go there. So think about what makes you want to go places. Do you like beaches? Do you like historical attractions? Do you like hiking? So think about what do you like to do when you get to a city and make sure that you include that in your brochure. If you have any questions, comment on the on this video or on the assignment in Google Classroom. That's really the easiest way for me to respond.